to Iconic Production. Tonight is our Heroes at the Edge of Desolation 13th Age game. I am JM, your GM, and with me are my heroes.
Huzzah!
There we go. Thank you to everyone who has gotten us to 100 followers on Twitch. We will be finishing up that giveaway sometime this week. And thanks to our amazing producer who gets us ready for every session, as well as runs all of our contests. So stay tuned for the announcement of who won that one. And we're going to do another giveaway. I briefly thought about just messing with our producer. When we hit 20 subscribers, that is when our next one will be. I thought about just making up some random
2,000.
That's right. When we last left our heroes in the Sefan Keep, you guys had decided not to just wander aimlessly through the bowels of the haunted ruin, but instead actually look at some of the doors that you came across. And partially because your companion Y was missing. Right.
Gotta find her.
So you, on one of the sublevels, you found a door. You decided to take a quick peek in using the spirit of a dead elf that you contacted. Vave, you continue to terrify me. And you guys are going to head into this room in an attempt to break Y free. However, there is a strange confluence of elemental energies shifting from air to fire to air to fire. And they seem to be drawing power from your Chaos Mage. So what I need from everyone is two things here at the start of the game. The first thing is, of course, icon relationships, because we're playing 13th Age. What would the game be without it?
No. Don't touch my die.
1 for the Spell Fiend, 2 for the Red Alchemist.
2 threes?
Sixes.
No,
Come on.
Forget, we only roll 3
Don't
times,
touch
right?
it.
I want.
I've been rolling
As
so
per
well, and if
usual.
you touch it, I'll mess it up.
No, see,
neither.
this one I've rolled low
Did you get
every
anything?
single time. I don't want this one. I want that one.
No, you can't.
Good fat lot of nothing. I don't have that token out, but feel free to
You can use
know,
mine, but
cash
I
that in
rolled all
whenever you need
3,
to.
so.
Alright.
Yeah, scary.
Um,
See, yours is better.
Nothing for Trip.
I'm gonna try yours.
Colin, nothing. Vave,
5 for Demoloff.
a 5 for Demola.
This is the coolest looking.
Paul, what'd you get, sir?
Die.
Miles?
Also, I think last time I said I wasn't a Guild of the Falling Leaves, but I actually do have them.
That's how sneaky you are.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got
It's
1 for
intentional.
Wanderer, and it is a 6.
All right.
Yeah, I thought we both had the same icon relation.
Yeah. I don't
Did
know
you get
why
any of your
I
icon
didn't think
relationships?
about that last time.
No.
All right.
As per
We're
usual.
going in low on
Cold.
resources. And so I'm going to need everyone to roll initiatives. You
Nope.
are a special case. When they free you, you will get to roll initiative. But you
Neat.
can go ahead and draw your token so you are prepared.
Kind of loud.
16.
16 for Miles. Vave? I know there's a 4 for Trip.
It's a D20 plus what?
Your dexterity plus your level.
20. Oh, 20.
20 for Vave. Colin?
7.
6.
You got it. Cheese,
All right.
rabbit, coming up.
So,
Ew.
I just
We've been
drooled, that made it
walking for a
worse.
while. That cheese is gonna be
Cheese
real
rabbit?
gnarly.
Yeah.
is that like a rabbit covered in cheese? Like, I
It's a-
imagine like a live rabbit and then just like some nacho sauce? Or is that like a rabbit made of cheese?
It's Trip's favorite
Well,
meal.
I'm trying to understand what it is.
Explain to him, Trip.
It's whatever you.
Clicks are fine.
It's whatever you think it is. It's exactly what it is.
That's all right. Excellent.
Nacho cheese.
I've decided that
Cheese curds.
keep the terrifying
So good.
PCs closest to me. Now,
Yeah.
even though you are currently bound by this elemental magic, you get to pick one person a round and give them a +2 to hit as you fight in spirit. Like you kind of encourage them somehow. So you're going to have to figure out who you're going to give the bonus to and why they are getting the bonus. How are you affecting the fight? Okay?
Cool.
So, you guys kick the doors open.
Yeah, we do.
Boom.
You see in the center of this elemental circle, as I said last week, Y kind of standing there, and every so often the energy from the circle kind of hits the middle where she is at, and when it kind of passes through her, you see ripples of her as they're drawing her power off into the circle, and the vortex spins faster. You definitely see 2 air elementals and 2 fire elementals. And unfortunately, they see you. Is that how you would be lined up in front of the door? That is what it sounded like last time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as I'm
looks
in
about
front
right.
of Trip, we're good.
So I'd say, unfortunately, I'd probably be one of the closest to the door, considering I opened it.
You did open it.
With
All right. So one of these is
no
coming for
hesitation.
Trip, and one of these is coming for Colin.
Okay.
Blasts, you see the air elementals kind of start swirling their arms.
So I can't step in front for...
There, it's not an intercept attack. Don't worry, the fire elementals will charge you.
Okay.
Do you want blue or red?
Blue.
All right. Does a 18 hit
Nope.
your PD?
Oh, PD? Yes.
Does a 20 hit your PD?
Is the Pope Catholic?
I believe so, technically. You both take
Technically.
you both take 5 points of damage.
I now want to know the answer.
As these concussive blasts of fire and solid air kind of knock into you.
I'm sorry, I was now debating about the Pope being Catholic. What is, how much
5.
damage?
5. So, before Vave gets to go,
Why did
Shawnee,
I just do this?
who are you giving your +2 to, and why are they getting it?
Unless I've defiled it with lotion. Thank you.
I don't know who wants it.
I mean, yes, but I'm also like the last to go.
Second to last.
Well,
Okay.
he's always dying. You know what? No, I want to give it to him because he's always dying. So
All right.
that's my final thing.
Thanks.
You die well. Congrats.
Yes.
I live
Or
well,
often,
too.
one of the two.
Yay. Hitty strength. Also,
So,
I'm not in front of the door.
that's fine.
Okay.
You can go.
Someone.
You
No,
can-
it's not hit points. It's just going to be a +2 to hit.
It would be one of your healing spells.
Am I able to be moving, or am I kind of?
You're
No, you're stuck. It's
Until we
just you
can
just
free
get to
you.
give a +2 bonus, so you just have to say like, why are you inspired? Why is this person inspired?
Why am I so inspired?
Shoot, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a good reason.
Have
That's
you guys bonded in any way over our, 2-day adventure?
I think I've facepalmed a couple times with the stick, but that's about it.
My stick has natural attraction to him, so
That's
what
fine.
it is.
All right, so the stick is flying around
Oh, he's like
you.
holding my stick. He's like,
Yeah.
I got the stick. Yes,
God.
that's what it is.
You got the
Miles
conch.
has the
I mean the stick. It's fine. All right.
I like that.
Anyway, no?
Good.
Thank you for that.
Good,
But
good.
he has the special stick so he cannot speak.
Well, I was going to...
Like the conch.
Yeah. Thank you. Vave, you are up.
I was there.
Um,
Where the frickety frackety is.
The stick that Miles has been carrying since Y disappeared suddenly flares with elemental power, giving him a little bit of bonus. What are you going to do? And don't forget, you are carrying around Erasmus's thigh bone.
Who's thigh bone?
The undead guy we met. He gave her his thigh bone.
Erasmus the Thin. Well, you're carrying
A thigh bone.
a thigh bone that he has repurposed for his own and then turned into a wand for you.
I gave him one of my spikes. He gave her a thigh bone. It's a thing.
It was a good deal.
So, how does that work? Can I use it as a weapon?
Yes,
Or
so it
does it
counts-
just give me
when you
plus
cast a
something?
spell, it gives you a +1 to hit and damage with your spells.
Any spell.
Any spell that you cast.
Okay. I'm going to use... Can I... Am I, in range of anybody right now?
You are in nearby range of everything.
Okay. And the door has no effect on
No
me?
effect on you. This is 13th age.
Okay, cool.
It's a little bit more range bandy and not so much let's count the squares like it is in Pathfinder.
Okay.
I guess
I'm gonna do Death's Gauntlet.
Trailblazer. Trail.
Um,
And P&P.
on this guy.
All right, so you're gonna have to go into the room to see him.
You
Okay.
might be able to get the guy in the back corner without running inside.
Excuse me. It's fine.
My favorite thing about this is our largest character on the board is also a magic dealer.
And,
Yeah.
like, the weakest.
Yeah.
The squishiest. All right,
Yeah, the
roll to hit.
Okay.
Did you not get any bonuses just in general for being oxen?
Oh, she did.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, to like...
Wisdom and strength.
Okay, straight.
Oh dear.
What'd you get?
13
Versus?
PD.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Does it do any miss damage?
I don't think. Oh, miss damage equal to your level.
All right, so 1 point of damage to the fire elemental in the corner. What was the spell that you were casting, and why does it go awry?
Death's Gauntlet.
That's the one with the spirits that come out, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. It could just be that they're elementals and that doesn't grab onto them as well.
Yeah, sure. How about I miss ever so slightly, so it kind of hands come out of the wall instead of grabbing him.
Nice. I like it. All right. There are hands coming out of the wall. Like that you do.
Yeah.
Now, Sparky.
Okay, he's gonna go for. He's gonna run right in there.
Go for it.
He's gonna go for this guy.
All right. Sparky engages the air elemental.
It's gonna be really bad.
It's going to be awesome. You got this, Sparky.
Yeah.
19?
19 hits. What was the natural die roll, by the way?
13.
Okay.
Okay. And 4 damage.
All right, it doesn't do nearly as much as you think it should. As Sparky's kind of confused, right? He knows how to hit things, but it is a creature made of air, so the blade sort of passes through.
Okay.
Miles, you again see the runes kind of flare up around Y, and it is your turn.
Question before I do anything. Do we know how to get her out?
What backgrounds do you have?
Temple Infiltrator and Temple Diplomat.
You could probably use Infiltrator to try and figure it out, but you'd have to spend your action, and you'd have to get right up there.
Could be worth it, because if you free me, maybe they'll disappear.
Yeah, because, I'm thinking
You'll be helpful.
more
Or
you'll
I'll
actually
be
be able to help us.
Yeah, that's cool too.
That would be,
Instead of them just
that'd be the
disappearing.
goal.
That was totally a GM response. Maybe they'll disappear. Well, we actually just want our player back. Oh yeah, that could happen.
Man.
I'm just going to let you know it's going to take an action to try and get her free.
All right, I'll take an action and walk me up there.
All right.
Aw, thank you.
This is why you have the stick.
This is exactly why I have the
Chosen
stick.
one. You don't know it.
The stick wants you. It's like, where is this person?
The stick
I'm not
chooses
sure.
What'd you get?
use
A
it.
5 natural?
You had a 5 plus your level plus your background. I still don't think it's going to get you.
Yeah, that gets me 12.
Cool. You get up to the
+2?
ward.
I think, right?
And
5
12
gets
psychic
me
damage.
10.
Pushes you
That gets me 13.
No.
back.
14 fire damage pushes you back.
Oh
Yikes.
man!
No.
Yikes! That would have.
That halves me,
Oh.
just so you know.
Colin,
It's
you are
always
up.
you.
Really?
I'm so
Yes.
sorry. Even with my help.
Mainly because I didn't roll initiative for one of the guys. 1 second, please. Yep, you still go.
Okay. Huh.
Fiery fast.
So he didn't figure out anything?
He figured out that touching the hot touching the hot wards could hurt you.
I am going to go in and go kind of opposite of Miles, but I will take my action and investigate it using escaped experiment.
Okay, plus intelligence. Plus level.
We're still level 1,
Oh,
right?
is it
No,
intelligence?
that's a
Would a
1.
14 have gotten it?
What'd you get? A natural 1.
No.
Alright, guys, it's fine. You can just leave me.
No, you're powering the thing that's going to let all
Leave
the
me
undead
there
out.
to
We don't
Well,
want
that's-
that.
Great.
Ow.
What'd you take?
I
12.
came in
No, that's less than me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took 14.
Is what all these elementals said. I just went off key.
I mean, you did, but
All
it was
right.
fine.
Great.
Can I just use the Wanderer
cannot
right now? And just,
Sure.
like, thanks.
How are you invoking the Wanderer?
The Wanderer is just gonna, like, show up, be like, that's not right.
He can't show up, but how are you gonna? How is your connection to him?
Darn. I wanted him to show up.
No.
Maybe you took so much damage that you're
stick.
hallucinating him.
Yeah, you could be hallucinating that he shows up. I like
Use
that
the
too.
stick.
So, what happens is the stick,
Flash of inspiration. Go for it. What are you doing?
more so, is like, I'm holding it in my hand at this point because I'm
Okay.
trying to give it to her.
Okay.
But, like, it goes down to, like, whatever the runes are, and it just, like, I don't know exactly how they're in there, but it, like, wiggles them free or, like, negates the magic. Whatever it does that.
All right. So you've got to tie it back to the Wanderer though, because you're spending his token.
Because the Wanderer, what's his background again?
Like lawful good, travels the world, tries to set wrongs right.
So he knows that this is a wronging to her, and that the Great Drainer is an evil man or being. That he knows, like,
Never
hey,
forget.
this is helping that thing, and that's not a good thing, and this person's good, so we got to get this back to normal.
All right. With you take the fire. You kind of like, kind of hear kind of in the back of your mind, hit it with the stick.
I hit it with the stick.
like a grumpy, like grouchy grandpa voice. Hit it with the stick! And you may roll initiative.
Yeah!
And in a flash, the ward depowers, Y is back in.
Got an 8. Oh. The 3?
+3.
I got a 21.
21. Alright, you will be back in at the top of the round.
Yeah.
Yay.
Y. In quotes and a question mark. Alright. I don't actually know how to spell your character's name.
I think
So.
That's
the
exactly
letter.
what it
It's
is.
exactly how you spell it.
Excellent.
Why? With the question mark in quotes.
That's
GMA points.
Actually, yes. That's going to be it. Yep.
Alright, so the fire elementals are going to take a strike at
Sure.
Sweet.
21 versus AC.
That'll hit both of us.
So that'll hit. You take 8 points of fire damage, and there are 5 of you.
Wait, I still have 2 little guys, right?
Oh, you do. There are 8 of you.
What?
I probably made something worse.
You did.
Ah,
Trip, you have 4
Honesty.
ongoing fire damage
Oh, good.
as the fire leaps from him to you. Colin, a 15 doesn't hit your AC, right?
No, it doesn't.
Well, fine.
Fine.
All right, Trip, you are up.
Oh, good.
Put yourself out.
You can stop, drop, and roll as an action.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to. You can make your safety.
Is stop, drop, and all guaranteed?
Yeah, that's the question.
I feel like I have to say yes because I'm the one who brought it up. Sure, if you take your action to stop, drop, and roll, I will allow you to put it out before you take any ongoing damage.
Oh, before I take any ongoing
Yeah, because
damage.
ongoing damage happens at the end of your turn.
Oh. Okay, well, fine. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Is that your nickname for Colin? The Biscuit?
The biscuit.
That's my biscuit, boo. Okay. So I'm gonna send.
Because I was sick.
I'm gonna send my little guys to Colin.
Okay.
So.
Colin, you have +2 damage when you hit next turn.
Cool. And then I'm going to cast Boon of Destiny on, since I started with Focus, because of Patient Vigilance, I get to cast it on 2 people. So I'm going to cast it on earn a benefit and appointing a chaos mage with 2 d20s.
Yes.
I don't know. I have
Her
no
spells-
idea how chaos works.
She does roll
Okay.
d20s to hit.
So I'm gonna pop that puppy on Colin and on Y.
So we have advantage.
Yeah.
On attacks.
Yeah. Sick.
All right, you will take 4 points of damage and then give me your save.
Yes. Okay. What's the save?
11 or higher on the d20.
Okay. So I take the damage and then roll the save.
Indeed.
Okay, I'm gonna use this guy because it has chances of moving more than my metal ones that are just like kerflunk. That does not count because it was on top of the other
Yep.
ones.
I trust you.
I mean, it was a 15.
I don't trust Rachel, but I
Doesn't
trust
count.
you.
17.
It's because Rachel scares me. You are no longer on
Oh,
fire.
I'm sorry, JD. I banged the table.
Yeah, you did.
I'm no longer on fire. I risked it for the biscuit and I wins
All right,
it.
at the start of the round,
They rotate.
I'm just gonna write that in my notes.
the fire elementals shift to
It.
air and the air elementals shift to fire.
What? That's cheating.
It might be
Do
cheating.
they
Feels
still
like
have to
cheating.
like
Those
do
silly elementals.
the damage on each person? Does that? How does? I guess it doesn't
You will find out.
matter. Okay.
Ooh, I can't wait to
Maybe
do
it's
this.
lump
This one's
sum
attacking
damage.
Sparky.
Oh wait.
Ooh, natural 20 on Sparky.
Question.
Good.
Yes.
I really don't want to bring this up because the fire elemental is attacking Sparky or the air elemental is attacking Colin.
Oh, right, the air elemental is attacking Colin.
Why are we so honest?
I don't know.
Mhm.
I love my players.
Mm-hmm.
10 points of damage. 10 points of
Ow.
honesty
You
damage.
should, yeah. You should just let
Was
Go
this
down.
PD or AC?
This was PD. PID.
No, I'm okay.
And the air elemental is attacking you. Does a 9 hit.
No,
Nice. All right.
half unconscious
Why?
person. Good job.
I'm a quarter dead.
Is your
A
turn.
quarter away from death.
Okay. First, can we just refresh? What did we do last time after the game? We got my talents. Is that what was new?
Yes.
Neat. Okay. Anyways, I drew a defensive token, so that's all I got today. Wait, I lost it. Let me come back. Still not there. Oh, here it is. Okay.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't know it's hurt.
So-
Dang it.
Um,
Still have one more hit point that you do.
Oh.
just
How
get to
much
heal
damage?
whoever is here using a recovery.
I'm the most hurt.
It's gotta be
It
the
says
near. You
you
are
or-
nearby.
Which is all of us. We're all nearby.
Oh, neat.
With the
Aw.
fewest hit points.
Who's got the fewest hit
100% me. I have 6.
Okay.
points?
So you can heal using a recovery.
Does it do anything else? Do they grow a weird tentacle, a third eye?
Nope, I just heal that fool. So I'm gonna give some. It's you, right?
Yeah, what does it look like?
I'm gonna be like transferring my energy to the stick, and it's going to be glowing white and like pulsating, giving you just beautiful healing energy.
You feel your
It was-
wounds,
it
sort
was
of.
beautiful.
It's
Oh, wait, I get one more.
beautiful.
All right. So that was our Y. Dave.
I have a question. I don't know if you can answer it or not yet.
I am the GM, so maybe.
Okay. So are these like spirits?
They're elementals, so they're not spirits. So spirits are like ghosts or souls or nascent gods. Elementals are living things from the they are creatures of the elemental planes, earth, water. Technically a different category of thing.
Okay. So any like I guess my question is there a
Yeah,
never
go for it.
mind.
What's your question?
Is there a good way to go about like beating these?
Yes. So, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah. Okay.
So the air elementals are resistant against non-spell damage, which means if you don't roll a 16 or higher on the d20, they take half damage, unless it's a spell. If you hit them with a spell, they take full damage.
Okay.
So Y and Vave are probably the best ones to take out the air elementals.
Okay.
Colin and Miles are probably the best one to take out fire elementals, but you do know attacking a fire elemental has its own risks, like you're punching fire. Ouch. Yeah. It's that whole hot plate.
I'm
scenario
useless.
No, you're not.
Whatever, you're gonna be back there pulling the strings, dance puppets.
All right, I'm gonna use Death Gauntless on this guy.
Go for it.
Wow, this is really bad.
Regular
10?
bad or no? No, but it'll take a 1 point of damage, yes?
Yes.
Alright. That wall seems to keep attracting your limbs, and now it's just like
Guys,
a
push him into the wall.
horrific wall of limbs.
I'm just picturing like that horror movie where like the arms
Wait.
come out of the wall.
If, hypothetically speaking, if one were to push them into the wall,
Hypothetically speaking, I would allow it. But
Yeah, push air
it's
into the wall.
Sparky's turn.
I don't need to push
Okay,
air into the
he's
wall.
gonna try to hit that
Push the
guy
wall
that
to
he's
Go for
right
it.
in front of.
The fire elemental.
I don't like that. Because what if the wall just keeps moving?
Hey, Sparky!
Ow!
With full damage.
Risky for the biscuit.
24?
You know what? I think that'll hit.
Okay, cool. 5?
All right, Sparky connects solidly with that elemental.
The fire one?
Yeah. And takes no damage. So these creatures, if you make a natural odd roll when attacking them with melee, you'll take a little bit of fire damage.
Okay.
So even no.
Even no pain, odd, mo pain.
Mo.
Miles, you are up, and then Colin.
Oof, man.
You can do it.
I don't know if I want to. It's sad.
Just throw the stick.
Even.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and move in with my. Oh wait,
Try.
is anyone next to a fire elemental?
Sparky is. Do you want to try and get over there?
Yeah, can I?
So
Is
here's
that
what you do. You'll make a
dangerous?
disengage check. So you roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, you pop free and can get over there with no penalty. If you fail it, you have two options. Attack the thing you're in melee with, or still run away, and it gets an attack of opportunity on you.
So low stakes.
So if I were to roll a runaway, but I don't get the runaway, I can.
You can
Do I
stay the
attack with the same roll?
No, you just don't run away, and you can choose to then run or attack.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to break free.
All right, 11 or higher.
Nope, did not
Okay.
break free.
So do you want to run away and risk the attack of opportunity?
No, I'm definitely just gonna attack the air.
All right,
elemental.
go for it.
Do you take like tallies of how often he does not succeed at his like escaping?
No,
It's
I'm
rough.
Very interested in that. I'm very interested to see the statistics on that.
but I think we're gonna start tracking that now.
Yeah.
Make that 2, and this one was a crit fail.
Ooh, no,
I'm gonna die.
you're gonna die again.
Wow.
Even with all my
No, you're
help,
not.
I gave you my stuff.
But I can use my newly acquired rogue powers
Okay.
as a quick action to use a recovery die.
Go for it. All right, it is the fire elemental's turn. Oh no, it's Colin's turn, and then the fire elemental's turn.
I would like to.
Sorry, they've got to go. You know how it is.
Well, when you gotta go, you
Yeah,
gotta
when
go.
monsters got to go, they got to go.
I will attempt
It's
to
like an
hit
episode of Farscape.
this
Oh my gosh.
air elemental in front of me.
All right,
Oh, that's a 10 plus stuff.
10 plus stuff may hit.
Plus 6, so 16.
Did you include the one from the escalation die?
Yes.
Okay. You hit.
Okay. I would like to deal an additional poison damage if that will.
They are not immune to poison damage.
Well, that's 9.
All right. You punch this thing, and it's sort of like punching a whirlwind. You pull your hand out, and there's little pieces of hay stuck in your scales.
Quite irritated. Is Trip okay? You're not, like, engaged with anything, right? No.
You don't know. Trip's got
Actually,
a
Trip is outside.
colorful backstory with
Trip
at least
She
changed
does.
spots with me.
24 engagements. I don't know. I just rolled that. I don't know if that's actually true. But it is the fire elemental's turn. You can be engaged to however many or 0 people that you wish to be.
I'm well aware of
Yeah.
how many Trip is engaged with outside of this
I'm going
combat.
to stop talking right now, and I'm going to attack Sparky!
Good to know that polyamory is legal in 13th age.
It's an especially among Varsha.
AC?
Yeah.
No.
Curses. All right.
Curses. No. Wait, why me?
He's engaging both of you.
Probably mad that you got out.
I couldn't have,
Oh.
like, I couldn't have gotten in
get it.
front of him, could I?
Do you have
Can't
you
contain
don't have a
this.
talent that lets you pop free, correct? No. That's right. Also, one of the players is a Baylor. I'll let you figure out which one. Or a Pit Fiend, I apologize. A lawful evil. Does a 19 hit your AC?
19 is my
Colin?
AC.
Alright, so you will take 8. Oh, did you include your +2 damage from your
Oh,
Oh,
Varlings?
no, I didn't.
Alright,
Thank you.
not a problem. So you will take 8, and one of the Varlings catches on fire and dies a horrifying death.
And that is why he asked.
Wait, one of the what?
Little
all right.
guys that we convinced
All
to
right.
help us.
Trip, you're up.
I
It's
didn't
still
expect any of them to make it out alive.
They're still following. One is left.
They
Okay.
got
That's
one
fine.
fight
Others have been
left. So
smashed
if
and
you can roll
burned and-
into the last fight with one
It's our
Varling,
fault.
that will last 2 fights longer than I thought they were. It's your turn.
Okay, I am going to cast Heart of the Cards.
Okay.
So the bricks or rocks
Yep.
in the wall in which the hands are in, I am going to determine an outcome of that in a random event where those will be miraculously dislodged and moved in the vicinity of the fire elemental.
Okay.
And that is that. I mean, I also have my bonus action of follow the thread. I guess I could touch the door that are swung open to get some kind of read on how this is going.
Poorly?
Not great.
Yeah.
All right. So, again, the elementals shift.
Poopsie coals. Well, it's alright.
Sure.
It's at least on one of
All right. I would like you to give me a d20.
them.
Okay.
She'll roll a d20.
Plus level.
I don't want to give you my die.
Plus 20 plus what's your spellcasting attribute?
Okay.
D20 plus level plus.
Oh, gosh. That's a 9.
All right. The bricks
Okay.
start to come loose.
Yeah.
They start flying towards the air elemental. It is the air elemental's turn. So one of them is going to catch the two of you up in a whirlwind of itself. Nope, it's only going to catch one of you up. It was very ambitious and then rolled poorly.
This is intense.
Even or odd?
Even.
You can blame Maddie for that roll.
Ah!
Does a 14 hit your PD?
No!
All right. Then that does nothing.
Good.
The other one is still on Sparky. And a 2. You are in timeout, Die. Why? You are up.
Yeah, I just did the same thing to this die.
What are you going to do this turn?
Interesting. I have an iconic
Okay.
thing, and I did choose Light of the High Ones.
I remember that. Yep.
Neat, I did not remember that. So, I'm gonna do Shards of Magic.
Okay.
And, who's closest to me right now?
Enemy wise?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy right there.
Yeah, he's real close to me.
He's
huh?
like way up in there. Yeah.
Oh no! Okay, do I have to roll for that? D20?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you get to roll 2d20 because of her bonus to you. You have advantage.
Oh, nice. Maybe I should do them both at once.
Yeah.
It was my bonus to you.
So I get to keep whichever one I want?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. What do I add? Like.
Charisma plus level.
So the 5. Plus 5.
5 plus the level.
Plus. No, you're.
23.
23 hits. What does it do damage-wise, and what does it look like?
Okay,
You're gonna be up next, Maeve, and then...
it was odd though, right?
Nope, this was even. 18
Oh, okay.
isn't even.
So D6 plus charisma, force damage, and then I can roll a hard save. And if I succeed, I get an extra standard action. Come on. Oh wait, no. Oh wait.
It's your choice.
Reroll it.
You can keep it
You think so?
if it rolls out of the box and you decide to keep it. Any other time a die rolls out of the box tonight, you have to keep it.
I want to keep it.
Okay.
It won't happen again, so I'm just gonna keep it. Okay, I'm gonna keep that business. Okay.
Famous last word.
I
Okay,
generally
so-
am the same. I'm like, what's the probability of that?
So 10, and then this is a hard save.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, 10. So 10 damage, and then I get another standard action because I rolled a freaking
Well-
19.
All right. Well, just FYI, that elemental is staggered.
Yeah.
That means it's below half hit points now.
Go team.
Metal.
I have
Okay.
been staggered. Just throwing that out there.
This whole
Cool.
time?
I will
Staggered
make a note.
immediately.
I have 5.
So I can choose
The
just
note
a
has been
different one now.
I'm no
Yeah.
longer
I think
staggered.
I am staggered.
I'm
Who's
not
closest
staggered
to
anymore.
me?
Good.
Miles, Fave. We're all.
Also, on my
Right.
cloak, I did roll a save,
I'm
so I'm
actually
going to use
above.
it again later.
Next fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just so
No, I appreciate that.
Let's
You guys
try
are like
something new.
team honesty. Meanwhile, the Varlings are still Varling. The two of them, right before one was horribly incinerated, were screaming black nails.
Oh,
Back
so
then.
sick. So sick. Okay, hey, that fire guy, is he considered nearby?
He is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know that guy, but I get to hit 2 people.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm going to do Bolt and Thunder, which is a ranged spell on the nearby enemy
I like
that's
that.
staggered.
Yep, he's
Okay.
definitely staggered.
Charisma plus level plus.
Versus PD. So roll your d20.
And
You
that
can roll
is
two
plus
of them.
5.
Yep, plus
Don't
5.
forget the plus 2 from the escalation.
Oh, that's a natty.
Got
natty
2 natty 20s.
What?
That's gotta count as something bigger.
What is the damage on that spell?
Okay, 1d4 plus charisma, lightning damage, and a different random nearby enemy takes the same amount of thunder damage. Boy.
Okay, so
Yes.
you're gonna roll a d4 or a d6 to see who is the random enemy. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1.
Not Sparky's air elemental.
Dang.
Good.
All right, so roll your damage and then double it.
Good for us.
So yeah, roll the d4.
This is my d4.
Yep.
right?
Ooh, you almost went out again.
Wait,
It's a 2.
Oh, thank you.
2
Okay,
plus
that's
5 is 7. Doubled.
14. Dang.
14 to each one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You guys.
The other one is now staggered. Sparky suddenly feels. I mean, his bones rattle a little bit from the thunder, but all right.
I feel like she just like zigzag through his bones
Yeah.
to get to.
You guys were right. I really am effective in this battle.
All right.
Happy
Vave and then Miles.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get this guy. That one.
All right, go for it. Now, are you using Death's Gauntlet again? Because if you are, because of her bonus, I'm going to let you roll 2d20 and pick the better of the two.
Sure.
Okay? Because there are bricks with arms flying through the air.
That is
That's
so
freaky.
cool.
18?
18 hits.
Okay.
So how much it'll take ongoing damage? Yes.
Ongoing negative energy damage, yes.
All right, I will put down that it will take ongoing damage. And then Sparky's turn.
Okay, can he move?
You'll have to make a disengage check.
Oh, okay. I'll just try to get this guy.
All right.
Oh god, that's not good. A 9.
That is not good
Okay.
and does not hit. Miles,
Cool.
you are up.
Sweet. I'm
God.
terrified to try and hit the fire guy, but I'm definitely gonna try.
Bless you.
All right.
Isn't it?
Again.
I had to be good.
Oh man, there's no one next to me to even help. That's unfortunate. I just want to be able to use sneak attack, but I don't think I can. Nope. Okay. All right. Yikes. Does a 12 hit?
Did you have +2?
Does a 14 hit? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Does
Aw.
not. What was your natural roll?
Yeah, it was odd.
As you plunge your dagger into this thing, it flares brightly, and you take 4 points of fire damage.
Fun.
Colin, you are up. You have a 1+1 damage left as that Varling kind of skitters up your back and like on your shoulder.
I'll attack the air
He's
elemental.
got the most personality, obviously. Like,
Obviously.
personality by attrition.
The air elemental is a 22 to hit.
Don't make me
That'll
love
hit.
him like I love Frank.
And
Oh, right.
since this was a natural odd roll, I'm going to spike up. And until the end of my next turn, when melee attack against me, I will deal damage because my spikes are
Alright, how much damage?
out.
And what was your natural roll?
15
Okay.
against the air elemental. Yes.
Okay.
12.
That is enough to do it. What does it look like?
I just kind of reach in and I feel something that is holding it together and I shred it.
Alright. The chunk of true air that is at the heart of all air elementals.
Oh,
Alright.
cool.
The heart
It
of
is-
the air.
The fire elemental's turn. One of them, you're right in front of, so
Makes sense.
26 versus PD.
Oh,
8 fire and 4 random points of damage. 1, 2, 3. You have 4 ongoing points of damage, Y, as it jumps
What?
to you.
come on, man.
That's right, it's his fault, not mine.
Like shit.
That's alright, whatever. I'm ready for this.
Colin,
Mm-hmm.
you shred the air elemental,
Mm-hmm.
and you look down as the flames kind of punch right through your center for 16 points of fire damage.
Oh,
However-
my.
It will take
Yeah, well.
2
Oh.
points damage.
It does.
16. Ow.
Yeah, he got a natty 20 on you.
Alright, I'm down.
Like,
No.
dead down?
Not dead down.
And Trip, you have
Not
4
yet.
ongoing points of fire again.
How much?
Okay.
You are up, Trip.
Negative 11.
Okay.
You're down.
Shoot.
Oh.
How many
I take that completely
monster
changed
things
what I
do we still
wanted
have
to
left?
do.
3.
Okay.
What happened to the fourth one?
We killed it.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
So-
Colin happened.
I'm sorry, where's my little mini? Just kidding. Where's my trophy mini?
What?
My trophy mini?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said I was kidding, it's okay.
It looks like
You
one
have
of
to
the
give it
ghosts
back.
in Ghostbusters. That's what I'm picturing.
It does look kind
I'm
of.
gonna gain a focus.
Alright.
And then once per battle,
Okay.
I am going to essentially spend a recovery to heal and add my wisdom modifier to the amount healed. And because I have the adventurer feat on that, I can grant the full amount to an ally instead of healing myself.
Ooh,
So I'm going to toss that on over to Colin.
thanks.
Alright.
Boo.
And so you'll get a recovery and then plus my wisdom modifier, which is a +4.
So my recovery plus wisdom modifier or your
I
recovery?
think you roll it and
Mine.
then you, yeah.
Okay, so you gotta roll it.
Shoot. What?
D6. Sweet.
Are you at least topside?
I live!
Well, she heals to 0 and then. Yeah, she's
Oh,
up to
right.
8.
Okay.
Alright, escalation die clicks over to 3 manually, not automatically someday. That's when I'll know I've arrived as a GM.
That's pretty cool.
The elementals shift again. And the air elementals go.
Cool. Oh, good.
It doesn't know you're.
It avoids my dead body.
It doesn't know you're alive yet.
Just gonna
Why?
take another recovery.
Does a 22 hit your AC?
Yeah.
5 points of airy damage.
At least
Also, I didn't
worse
fail my
damage.
save, just
That's
so
a
you're aware.
breeze.
We didn't roll for that.
You did not fail?
Hold on.
So you'll take the 4 and
I
then
took
you made your...
I took
and
the
then you-
I took the 4 and I failed the save.
Okay, so you'll take another 4 next turn. Alright, that was its turn. There's only one of them. Why?
I'm
you
staggered.
Are up.
Just so you're aware.
Did you... You didn't take the damage yet. You take the ongoing damage at the end of your turn. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, you're up.
Oh, I'm glad you made sure because I don't know what you're just talking about.
Okay.
But
Pay no attention. I'll remind you at the end of your turn.
okay, neat.
Ouch.
So I am doing attack this round, which is pretty
I mean, yay.
neat. Wait, come on, that's good.
Yay!
Hey, listen, you guys kill a lot of my monsters. Give me this.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
going
we're
to
doing
use-
real bad.
And I can rename my spells, right?
You can.
So this one is technically called a Chaos Ray, but I want it to be called a Ray of Sunshine.
Okay.
I'm going to use my Ray of Sunshine, and basically what I do, it's Charisma plus level plus
Listen,
PD.
wise why.
Yep.
I roll a d20.
Yep, you roll 2. And takes a
I
higher.
love this. This is you?
Right? Isn't it a great
You're the
one?
coolest spider I've ever known. How are they both the same again? That's crazy. Hey, what is a crit, by the way? Is that 20?
20. Yep.
So my last crit, does that count for high weirdness, or does that not?
It does. You get to roll a high weirdness. At the end of this... No, yeah. Roll it at the end of this turn.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
So 2 plus...
If it's awesome, I'll let it reapply to anything you do this round. So,
Nice. Okay, so 12, and then I add my, what? Charisma?
Mm-hmm.
And my level?
Mhm.
Okay,
Which
so
is this number
17.
5. Yeah.
So 17.
Mm-hmm.
versus...
I have to add that too?
Nope.
No, it's
That's
just
what
my
versus-
your target number.
Right,
Oh, no,
his
mine.
PD.
Just what's the total? Like, what do I need to compare it to?
It's versus PD.
Oh, okay, so it's versus their creature.
Sorry,
no,
I was like,
don't
I
worry
don't
about
know
it.
what yours is.
All right.
So let me know.
You hit.
Neat. Okay, so then, 1d8. That's not a d8, is it?
It was a natural even hit.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I have to roll 1d8 plus charisma, and then since it's natural, I get another nearby enemy takes half the damage.
Probably
that I deal
Chewy.
to this
Okay, so who was your first target? The air elemental you're
Yeah,
engaged with?
close to
And
me, and then
You want this fire elemental or that one?
are any of them attacking this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
let's
guy
go
here.
for that guy.
All right, so roll it, and
Not
then
that I don't have high
Yay.
hopes for you, but you know. Okay,
Yeah.
so 7. So then 3.5.
Plus
7 plus
charisma, so plus 4.
11.
and then you'll round up. So
Wait, the
that's 6 to
Desolation
the
is
other
at
guy.
3?
Yes.
Oops.
And then half damage to the one that
No.
you're engaged with.
I didn't do things.
It just clicked to 3.
Oh, then on my next turn I'll get to do more things.
All right, so this ray of sunshine blasts through one of the guys and then arcs around and hits the one that you're in. I also need the ongoing
Sunshine
damage.
on a cloudy day.
Roll your high.
Yeah, you do have sunshine on a cloud.
Is this
That
it? Am I
plus-
missing one?
3.
What's your
And you add
percentile?
your intelligence modifier to that, is that correct?
Yeah. I think
And then
so.
plus 1
Something
from
good.
your
Fire.
Oh gosh, there's so many things. Okay.
so D you got 3,
7?
7.
Yes.
I have
Or-
17 in charisma.
All right.
This is plus level added.
As you
So it's not
as you guys watch, the bricks with the arms in it that are swirling around inside that air elemental finally drop it.
Yay!
This was
Sparky's turn.
made that 17.
He's just gonna try to hit this
That's what I
guy.
did.
Okay, go for it.
10. Hold on.
And then Miles, you will be up, and then Colin.
16?
16. Did you include the plus 3 from the escalation die?
No.
Then that hits.
Nice. Okay. 6. 3.
3 points of damage. All right. Miles, you see Sparky bring his machete through.
Oh right, you have a
Yeah.
machete now. All right, I am gonna try and attack again.
Go for it.
I think we'll see how it goes. I've missed every other time. Yep, I missed again, and I definitely take damage.
So sorry.
1 point of damage.
Nice,
Equal to the damage that you did to the creature.
cool.
Colin, you are up. You thought you were dead, and then you see kind of this web of darkness interpose itself between you and the light and draw you back away from You've seen it before. It's
I have.
definitely tripped away.
I'm gonna kind of lay there for a second and rally.
You take her. All right.
Because
It is the fieriest of fire elementals' turn.
sweet.
That's the one attacking Sparky.
It's cool. Can't believe I didn't
He
get
misses.
this when I was
Nice.
And the one attacking Miles.
Thanks.
It's just going through
Hits
the
with a nat
bones.
20.
Yep.
Yep, that's what I thought. I'm gonna die.
16 fire damage, Miles.
I am at -9.
Miles falls over.
Right.
And
It's okay,
Babe,
I'm
you were
used to
taking
dying.
4 ongoing damage.
Okay.
Oh, 2 things, because I forgot. 1, you took 4 points of damage. You need to make your save versus it from the fact you are on fire, and then you get to roll your high weirdness.
I already rolled my high weirdness.
Oh, what is it?
It was an 82, or my presence blurs through space, spirit, and time. And you can fight in spirit on your turn, in addition to taking your normal turn.
Nice.
Which fighting in spirit?
That gives you give somebody a +2 to hit.
Yes. Indeed, that is what it says. So what do I do for the save?
For the save, it's a D20. You need 11 or higher. And then
yeah.
Neat! 13.
But you do take 4.
you will take
Before
the
that.
4 points of damage, and then you save. Trip,
So
you are
addition
up.
to-
Okay.
So 9 total.
Okay. I'm still taking ongoing fire damage.
You are
right?
still taking ongoing fire damage.
Put yourself out.
I am actually going to release my inner anger, and because I'm staggered, that'll be a total of 9 points of psychic damage. Towards Fireboy.
Which fire boy?
There's 2.
This is the one that is hurt more.
That one.
Okay.
The one that's hurt more.
He is staggered now.
Good.
You didn't see it because
I'm dead.
you're unconscious.
Also it's
That's
psychic
fair.
damage.
I keep thinking I'm dead.
You're not really dead.
Dead is not really a thing yet.
Is that all you got?
That's, I think, all I want. The problem is some of these, even if I can use them, they're still once dailies or whatever, and I'm a little afraid, so.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
All right. Make your save. Take your 4 and make your save. Escalation dies at Quattro. Oh, yep. No, I have no more air elementals. Why? You're up.
Okay.
It's your turn again.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
Yes.
So this says I can do wait.
Mhm.
Right. So I'm fighting in spirit. I can do that as well.
Yes.
But in this it says, well, in this book it says it's only when I'm not in the fight.
right. This is
this-
something. This is a special bonus. So who do you want to give the +2 to?
Who's engaged in combat?
Sparky.
Sparky, Vave. Your choice is Sparky, Vave, or Colin.
Oh, you're down. Huh?
Nope, she's
She's
ready to pop
fake
up this
down.
round.
Okay, you know what? I want her to. Well, but you're
Give
kind
it
of
to
over
Sparky.
there. Yeah. Well, but
Sparky
should I give
gets-
it to Sparky or to Vave?
I'll
Because
allow you
Sparky's
if you
just
give
the
it to
pet.
Vave, it'll be to both of them. They're
Okay,
kind
and
of
it's
a comp-
+2 because it's my first time, right?
Yep.
Okay,
So
so,
you get-
let's do that.
You and Sparky will be at +2
Oh, and
this
then I have it
Okay.
drawn.
+2 to hit or +2?
+2 to hit on
Okay.
top of the
Behind.
+4, so you'll be +6.
Okay.
Teams coming together, just like
Aw.
that.
Okay.
No.
Sometimes a traumatic experience bonds people. I've seen Speed.
Nothing has.
Ah, yes, I love the tentacles. All right. Okay.
Just go. No comments, Becca. I saw your face.
Oh, but that's not even. Okay, never mind. So, I'm going to give off, I guess, an aura with my Chaos Blessing. And basically, the next enemy that moves to engage me takes 2d6 damage.
Okay. Does it do anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. You have flailing tentacles around you.
Ah, yeah.
Flailing auras.
Right, and it'll be wait, just 6. That's it. Plus
Yeah.
nothing.
No, you get to roll each time they do it. So, and you will take 4. No, you saved versus your ongoing damage. Vave, you are up. What you got?
How
many actions do we have again?
You get one standard,
Okay.
one move, and one quick.
It's a quick action.
Which,
Bonus.
yeah.
Okay.
essentially.
I think I'm gonna do Channel Life for Miles.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's great.
Okay.
Only you could do that before every round.
All right. So how does it work?
Might need it.
Okay, so it's a lot.
Yes.
Um,
So you pick Miles as your target, and then it's a random nearby creature. Correct.
Correct.
All right. So here's how it's going to work. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
so it could
roll a
be
D8.
anybody.
It can be anybody. It's a nearby creature.
It's okay.
So roll a D8 and re-roll it if you get an 8.
Uh,
Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I know my pattern. All right. Go
Yes.
for it. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So
Alright.
she is the other target. So what happens?
Oh no! Does that mean?
She's not moving into combat.
She
with
steals health from you, though.
okay, so
Oh,
Send
that's
it to
fine.
me.
You can have it.
okay.
you. Why is a team player?
Here to help.
You've been helping me out this whole
okay.
game, so it's fine. I give you your stick back. So
It's important, man.
Okay, so it says attack. Make
Yep.
one attack against. Only against the attack target. So I just roll to attack
Yep.
them? Okay.
So which,
12.
yep, 12 plus your intelligence plus level, so it's that bottom. Yep, so plus 4,
Okay. So 16.
plus 3, or plus 4, so you're at 20.
Yeah.
Does that hit your AC?
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. What does it say? Because I think it's half damage to allies, right?
Oh, you said this is warm. She said, I thought she whispered, "This is war,"
I mean, it is.
and I was like, "That's entirely appropriate."
5 negative energy damage to the healing target. Heals using recovery.
All right, so you take 5 damage.
like my.
Oh. Wait. So.
So I heal with her.
Because I hit an ally.
You hit an
so
ally.
that's-
Yeah, so use the ally line.
Still. Okay.
Now,
Oh.
you'll take 4 points of damage and need to make your save versus the ongoing
like my,
damage. So it's a
coffee
D20,
island?
and you need 11 or higher.
Pretty sure that's skin at this point.
18.
All right, so you'll take 4 points and you're no longer ongoing,
Okay.
and then Sparky gets to go.
Cool.
Do I roll?
You'll go ahead. You spend the recovery, so you
Is
roll it.
that an eraser?
All right, so you see, how does it look? You steal energy from Y and channel it into Miles.
Oh man, I don't know.
Just take my tentacles.
I rolled a 1
You
Yeah.
rolled a 1.
for recovery.
Oh
All of
no!
that for a what?
I did it last time too.
You get your bonus, your Constitution bonus.
I did do that.
Okay.
So I mean, I got 3.
Okay.
No, I got 2.
Okay.
Just write it on
I
your
have 2
talent
health.
list. Dying.
Y's tentacles are kind of gonna wrap around him a little bit and then go away.
Okay, so they heal you just a little bit.
Yay!
Not through any fault of your die rolling, but just because of the narrative description.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right. Yeah,
Has
no.
nothing to do with
Sparky,
die
you're
roll.
up.
Oh, he's gonna try to hit the fire guy. Oh, doesn't hit.
All right, Miles, your eyes pop open. Fire elemental is still there. What are you gonna do?
Roll away.
Everyone says roll
Up
away.
and roll.
If you've given it your best shot, it's time to just.
Hit me with your best shot.
I can't get away though unless I roll a runaway, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's go for it.
See if you disengage. You got this.
See if I actually leave. I most likely don't. What do I have to roll?
Just 11 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
With do I have any
Just
bonuses?
straight.
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't.
All
Get
right,
away,
so
so I'm
you
gonna attack.
Go for it from the ground.
Might as well attack if
It's a surprise.
I can't do anything else. Hey, I hit. I think it's 25.
That'll hit. Roll your
Yay.
damage.
Cool. I'm excited
It was
to actually.
not natural odd either.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
So I don't even get.
Hey, look at
hurt.
that. The
Uh,
worm has turned.
They take 8 damage. He hit. Do I kill it? That'd make me happy.
From the ground.
You do not kill it from the ground. Close though. It sputters a little bit. It's really close to death. but you don't take damage, and it doesn't kill you. So I feel like that's a win.
I would say
Colin,
that's a win.
You're up.
So, here's what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to pop up, go running over, jump over Miles, kick the fire elemental away from him, and drop a healing potion, into his hands. I understand I can't, heal him with it, but,
Just
pass it off.
There you go, sir.
You have a healing potion in your hands
Oh,
now,
yeah.
and I am between you and the fire elemental.
I like
Rolled
that
hit.
a lot.
Do I still have the boon?
You do.
Okay.
It doesn't go away.
Lovely.
Ooh.
I'm going to take the natural 16, though. Not the natural 17. Plus 9, so 25 to hit.
All right.
Does that make you
Roll
crit?
your damage.
16. No, I'd have to roll. Ah! 17 would crit.
So go backwards and do it.
Do you take?
Can I take the 17 and take the damage?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Oh, because of the odds.
Mm-hmm.
2 points of fire damage.
Awkwardly exposed my elbow.
However, that is 11 doubled, so that is 22.
All right. What's it look like?
It happened just as I said. I went running. I sprang up, took 2 steps, leaped over Miles, dropped a healing potion into his lap, and kicked it, and kicked the elemental heart of it out, and landed amongst its sputtering remains.
All right. The last fire elemental
sorry, I take
is
2.
going to get... You do take 2. It's going to get Sparky. It's feeling really confident. If Miles can hit something, it can hit something.
I bet it misses.
It got a 20. Does that hit Sparky?
Yeah.
It didn't miss.
All right. 8 points of fire damage.
I
And
will. I
1,
tried to get away.
3,
I did what I could.
7. Sparky will also take 4 ongoing fire damage
So
from
does it take it now?
He'll take it at the end of his next turn.
Is he on
Trip, you're up
Okay. We're going to see if... so right now I'm going to take 4.
at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Or stop, drop, and roll.
No. There's a very specific reason why I'm intentionally letting myself drop down to 0.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast Even the Strong Will Perish. So that's going to be... Is the escalation die still at 4, or has it moved up to 5?
It is at 4.
Okay. So it's going to be 4 plus... Wait. Curse me. So 4 plus 4, which is 8.
Yes.
So it's going to be 8 damage.
All right.
I didn't succeed last time, so I'm going to drop down to 0 health points.
Okay.
And then instantly I become...
See, Colin has a really big problem with this. I just want you to know.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that you're...
So I
Ow.
depart my mortal vessel willingly. I will gain a +5 bonus to all death saves. And now I can freely and safely move about the battlefield without anybody hitting me and continue to cast spells as if I was there and enjoy that.
I will do so. You still have to make your save versus ongoing damage. Doesn't go away.
I'm gonna keep it.
You still... Oh, no, you're no longer on fire. All right. Escalation die kicks up to 5. Y and Vave. What do you got? What'd you draw? Y?
Nothing yet.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm so
No, don't worry
deep
about it.
into this chapter right now. Okay, What'd you think? This could be... Ooh, I haven't done this one.
Very chaotic.
You have.
She is.
I think you have. That could be a lot of
Feel
fun.
like
No, I don't think we should
good
overthink it.
class
I think that we should do the Elf Queen, because she's my home.
All right.
That's true.
Okay, I'm going to do the Elf Queen.
Speaking of, don't forget, Vave, you have a message that you have to take to Escalate.
Oh, boy.
No, wait.
I remember.
Still not great,
No,
but
no.
you know, it's not terrible.
It's 9 plus 5 plus 5, so it's 19 total.
That hits any of their defenses.
Okay, so it's
What does it do?
7 ongoing damage. Because it's odd, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bave and Sparky, the dynamic duo.
Oh, that is so cool. This is the coolest.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do Chant of Endings.
All right.
It just says one nearby enemy with fewest hit points, so.
There is one nearby enemy, and he does have the fewest hit points.
Perfect.
So,
Yeah,
it all works out.
17?
Did you include the +5 from the escalation there?
Nope.
Then you definitely hit.
Cool.
Not just a little bit, but like a lot of it.
Perfect. Aw. 5 damage? And it says, does negative energy damage, does that mean anything?
Some creatures are vulnerable to specific types of damage, meaning they take more damage, and some people are resistant, which means they take less.
Okay.
In this case, no, but you did 5?
Yes.
Alright, he is definitely staggered. Sparky.
Gonna keep doing what he's doing, which is nothing.
Nice, Sparky! Consistent.
At first it was good, but then it just got real bad.
Sparky's about 50-50 still. Miles, you're up.
I'm about like 90-10. I know.
Healing potion?
Yeah,
I figured I would just remind you.
I was planning on it.
All right,
There's
so
no one next to me.
You get to spend a recovery and add an extra D8 to it, but you cannot recover more than 30 hit points, which I don't think is a concern.
I don't think I could possibly do that.
Yeah, so you'll get an extra D8 on whatever you normally roll. Sparky takes 4 points of damage and needs to make a save.
Oh. Yeah, he's gonna
And then Colin, you are
die
up.
really quick.
14 is what I got back.
Yay!
Question.
Yes.
When Sparky hits 0, does he die?
He goes away and then you resurrect him in between.
Okay.
He'll come back.
I
Is he at 0 yet?
No, he's at 2.
Uh-oh.
So, next
Colin,
time
you
he's
are
gonna
up.
die.
You see Miles.
I'm chugging.
Okay, and unfortunately, I have no idea that Trip has passed on into the netherworld, and
Nope.
ugh, that bothers me.
Trip's doing just fine. I don't know what you're talking
Colin
about.
is gonna go running over and hit the other fire elemental as well.
Go for it.
And as she runs past, she does see that Trip is down and is
A little upset.
upset. Beyond all belief. Ooh, 18. That's a crit.
Rolling
Yay.
damage.
And I'm going to do my elemental claw in addition. So that's 14 times 2, 28.
I like that.
Thank you guys for bringing them down low enough that I could take all the kills.
That's right.
I appreciate you.
All right. As the last of the elementals falls, the flames that kind of wreath the lab fall as well. And when we return from our break, we will pick up the pieces and see where you guys are headed to next. Good job, guys. That was a double strength fight, so you are halfway to a full heal up.
Huzzah!
Yay.
All right, we will be back in 20 minutes. 20 minutes sounds good. And when we get back in 20 minutes, we will continue with our adventures here in the Von Sefan Keep. We are a kind of production. This is our 13th age game, Heroes on the Edge of Desolation, and we will be back shortly. you guys are standing in the middle of this room.
Mhm.
All of the elemental energies have dispersed. If you are below half hit points, you must spend recoveries till you are above half hit points. Otherwise, you can just spend recoveries as many as you want.
I think I will spend one. I don't have to. But...
I walk over to
D6?
this one and I nudge her with my
Depends on
foot.
your class.
Oh.
This better be you.
Here, let me see.
Oh.
My
Okay.
recoveries?
I
have not been
will
good.
stand back up and just kind of.
Can I use my
When
cure
you do
wounds
that.
right now?
You don't have to because you're out of combat. That's more of an in-combat thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
So-
you can, if you want to use it now, you are more
Because
than
it's
welcome.
daily, so you won't be able to
So you
use
can
it
only do
again.
that. You can do that once a day.
Oh. Take it back. I'm just gonna rescind that. Don't even worry about it.
Retcon.
What am I even saying? I don't know. Crazy mage. Don't even listen to her.
You do notice that one of the fire elementals, when Colin killed it does not seem to, that piece of elemental true fire does not seem to have gone away. It's kind of sitting there on the pile of ash.
I call it.
Yeah, that's all you, boo.
Yep, I'll take it. It belongs to me. I will put it on the list.
Well, so here you have to make a decision here.
Yes.
As you kind of pick it up, you can sense that
That's scary.
you sense that it is starting to disperse. So you can do one of two things. You can bind it into your stick, or you can bind it into like the robes, or like, I know you're wearing rags, but like, you could bind it into your clothing, or you can bind it into your stick.
Always about the stick. I believe in my stick, so I'm gonna bind it into my stick for sure.
Don't lose this stick.
I never lose my stick. Haven't you been listening?
I have.
I always find it.
You find a new one.
I don't think it's the same stick.
Sure.
Okay, so you bind it into your stick. So your stick is now, it kind of absorbs the elemental energy, and it turns into a glossy, like, deep red, like the wood kind of absorbs the sheen of the fire. The stick does +1 to hit and damage on your spells when you channel spells through them. And additionally...
So sorry, +1 hit. What?
+1, when you roll to hit, instead of being +6, or +5, you'll be at +6.
When I'm using my stick? Only?
Yep, and you'll get +1 damage on attack spells. And twice a day,
Oh, wait. Okay, yep.
twice a day when you critically hit with a spell, the target also will take 5 ongoing fire damage.
Neat.
You'll basically set them on fire.
Also,
All right. So you guys
Anything
witness
else?
this. Nothing else in this room at all. You can see that there seems to be the mortar between the stones. Some of it seems to have been replaced with platinum, and it runs kind of up, and then kind of works its way down through the mortar into the cracks in the stones on the floor to that circle in the center.
Can we, like, break this thing more?
Yeah, you can totally break this thing more.
Is it gonna hurt me?
I will not answer that.
Cool, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay, give me a break things more roll. What
I think-
background are you
wait,
using?
he's breaking the roots?
No. He's breaking the thing that
He's
that
breaking the
trapped you.
jail.
Rival Temple Infiltrator, because I might as well break some stuff while I'm in there, because they're my rivals.
That does feel sort of appropriate. All right, strength plus rival temple.
Can I help him?
Sure. Give me a strength plus.
Escaped experiment.
Sure.
I'm a monster!
You are a monster. If you roll
Strength
higher
plus-
than 10, strength plus level plus background
No.
plus d20.
Man, this rune thing is just weirding me out.
What'd you get total? Oh, a 1? Yeah, no, you throw your back out.
Ouch.
You're fine almost instantly because your back heals, but
I did a 13.
You definitely break one of the runes, and there's like a crack of magical energy, and the smell of ozone sort of is released, and the sheen from the platinum sort of fades just a bit.
I'll take it.
Okay, these are elemental runes?
They are magical runes that bind elementals.
Oh.
So,
Would you like to know more about them?
yes.
Yes.
What background do you have for knowing more about them?
Crazy elemental person?
Yeah, but that's,
Elemental hermit of the woods.
yeah.
All right, so you can roll a d20 plus your level plus your intelligence plus the crazy hermit of the woods.
Plus 8.
That's not a lot. That's it, really?
Plus 8.
13.
13, you know about as much as he did.
Neat.
Right. Yeah.
Great. And I have all the elements in me, and
That's
I don't
right.
know anything.
Well, do you? Do you have all the elements in you?
I think she does.
How are you feeling? Because we saw the fire and the air getting pulled out of you. Do you actually have all the elements still in you? Is there another version of you on another floor with other elementals?
Well, maybe we
Probably.
should
Let's go find them out.
How are you feeling?
Little sniffly.
A little smiling?
On a scale from happy face to sad face.
Happy face.
Okay, yeah, I know that's...
Happy face.
Yeah, she only has one symbol on her pain card, and it's just happy face. Like this.
There was one time I went to the... Never mind.
Mine is mostly happy faces,
Totally unrelated thing.
Are you back in your body?
Mhm.
Feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm up. I spent
Irritated with you.
I spent 3 recoveries.
Alright,
Total.
so
One and
what is the plan?
Let's go to that other door, but we should definitely have it checked out by the ghost that's probably still with
Yeah,
us.
do we summon the ghost?
However, we might be able to get somebody to take a peek.
Yeah.
Oh, I can definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you guard my body.
Oh, yes! I was a little enthusiastic about that. Yes.
We're gonna go down to the other door and
I will hold you.
not open it yet, but take a look with her voodoo.
Your field of thread?
No, this is Mortal Vessel.
Did you have to hit 0 to use
No, if I hit 0 naturally, I can do like 2 extra. Like I can do 2 things.
that? Okay.
As well as I just can continue. I can move somewhere, hit something, and move somewhere else and hit something.
Okay.
But if I unnaturally do it, so long as somebody guards my body
You're fine?
until I reach the champion feat, which will eventually, my body will be held in a suspended animation immune to damage. Sick.
That sounds pretty
Fine.
nice.
Every day he regrets letting me play this.
No, I like all of the class choices. I feel like they have all fit.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna, I get up, I'm like, yeah, and then I go,
Nope, I caught you. It's fine.
thanks, Biscuit.
Biscuit. Thought you were unconscious.
The last remaining Varling definitely climbs up Trip's body and looks and hisses at all of you.
And go,
All right, so you guys have spiraled down another level.
Mm-hmm.
Look through the door. This door, you are pretty sure. So as you kind of go through, it's all it's a churning. You can sort of see movement, but it's pitch black, and there seems to be. It's like you're under a really silty lake, or in a very silty river. But every so often you can see large chunks of rock come
Water and rock.
hurtling by.
Can I just keep moving through this room?
Yeah, it's 100% from one side to the other.
Oh, so it's the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Get to high ground, open the door.
Can I go up just naturally?
Yeah, floor to ceiling, wall to wall, it is filled with this churning, silty vortex.
So it's water.
It's not pure water though. It seems to be water and earth
Maybe
I have
mixed
swashbuckling
together.
left, so I
Almost
can
like
totally, you guys
mud.
can go up there and I can be like...
Okay.
Because
So
remember the
I
other one
can go
was
in
the
there.
air was
You can,
air
'cause
and
I'm sorta
fire
dead.
in a vortex.
Oh, can you breathe
so
underwater?
this is earth and water.
Oh, she has breathe underwater
She
abilities.
can breathe
Okay.
underwater.
But she could also
I am
get swept
going
away.
to
Unless it's
look around this. What is this? What is this
Unless it's
room's
something
material?
I mean, it is...
Stone.
element.
Okay.
So
And
it's
you
not
can see the
necessarily
platinum,
water.
like you can
It's just,
see the platinum
like,
veins in the stone.
You can't drown in normal
Kind of
water slush.
Every so often
That's what it
channel
said.
out, but there's nothing sort
I
of
don't think
in
it's
the
normal.
center that seems to be powering this one.
So they didn't get me yet.
No, they got another
So
one though.
can I
Oh.
cast? Can I cast Heart of Cards and then determine that one stone will come dislodged and the water can just?
No, not in this. Not in this instance.
That's right. We have a plan.
You do?
Is
Get
it-
to high ground and we'll open the door.
Okay. Well, the problem is, does it just keep going up? Like the whole room is filled.
The whole room is well. There's. I think they're saying on the stairs they're going to get above.
We're gonna go up the stairs. We're gonna open the door, and it should all flow downhill.
Okay.
I don't
And
know if
flood
that's a
out
good
whoever's
or a
down
bad
below.
thing, though.
Don't mind me as I attack my.
Is
Do we want to
the
go and see
water,
what's
like,
downstairs before we do that?
magical in any way? We
Yeah,
know-
it definitely seems to be like there seem to be elementals inside of it.
But it's like normal water.
It's like water element. It's no. It's like the fire in the air. Remember how they coalesced into beings actually made of the material?
You probably can't breathe it.
But it's water.
You could breathe it. It would still try and kill you. It wouldn't be a passive death like drowning. It would be an active
So I
pummeling
wouldn't
death
drown. Ooh.
by water elemental fist.
We also have rock elementals in there that I'm a little nervous about, but I think
Okay,
We'll be fine.
I think
Guys,
I'm.
I'm
So
good
I
for
just go back and
all of
report
those
all this to
Oh.
Kala
You kind of wake up and that marling face is skitter, skitter, skitter.
and I'll just relay everything.
Well, I'll explain it all
Let's
to
just
you.
leave it.
everyone want to go to high ground. I'll open the door.
Do we want to check out
Why?
what's down below first?
Yeah.
All right.
I think we want to take care of this room because they are powering up a spell using elementals to potentially release a horde of undead scorpion people.
Yeah, we don't want. You missed that. You disappeared.
Oh.
So the ghost people are in this giant ring that's keeping them there, but there's like sparks going around in a circle.
And doing that magic.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Shoot.
So how
the
do we
Legion
stop?
of Scorpion. You think the Grain Drainer is behind it?
Yeah, the whole tinking thing of the hammer
Here we go.
is.
Have we heard the hammer?
You have not heard the hammer recently, but it has
We've
rang
done
out
4.
4 times.
Mm-hmm. What if we go down, see what's down below, see if we're gonna flood out any, innocent people, then go back up.
All right, we can make a speedy trip. Go. Done. We're going down the stairs. What else is down there?
So the door that you found Y in was iron. The
Mhm.
next door was iron.
Mm-hmm.
You go down again, there's a door that looks identical, but it seems to be made of bronze, and it is glowing red. You can feel the heat roiling off of it.
No way. Cool. We should open it.
Not yet.
How many
What?
elementals are there?
Hey, what if the water cools
air,
it
fire,
down?
earth, and water?
Air 5.
Oh.
What if
These two.
someone is down at this door, someone's up at that door, everybody else is up above? We
it.
open the doors at the same time, and so the
I feel
water
like
goes into this
I feel
one.
like most of the water wouldn't go in there.
But still cool it down.
Do we like that idea?
I do.
Yep.
I can't touch this door, can I? It's
It's
hot.
really hot.
Can I touch the ground near it?
Can Sparky touch it? He's
He'll
just
still take
bones,
damage,
so-
but
He'll take damage.
I mean,
Well,
He doesn't.
the reason why I'm
technically-
asking
You're-
is for follow the thread to
Yeah.
get a flash of insight.
Yep.
So if I touch close as I can stand it,
A touch of insight into what's behind the door, or
yeah, I would say the intent behind the door, like if it's a,
I mean, I can also check and see if it's just booby trapped.
So the question is I'm assuming I'm trying to see what it, like, is it a monster? Is it a ritual?
it is. You definitely get the feeling that it is part of the same ritual that this whole place has been threaded with.
Mm-hmm.
I like the flooding the door thing. Sounds pretty fun.
Okay, but what if we open the door and then all the bad guys just come out and then we have to fight them and then it doesn't even cool down the door?
That's 100% possible.
Well, I guess my concern also, though, is if somebody is in there, you're going to drown that person.
Sucker, let's do it.
Well, okay.
Says the person they rescued out of the first room.
So she can breathe underwater, so we could put her at the bottom.
Yeah.
She'll probably take damage or get pummeled or something. But
I can control the elements a little bit, so maybe I can just help you out.
Do you have a... You don't have a icon relation.
can we see
Like
what's behind the
this
door somehow?
token. You don't have a
Which door?
token,
No,
right?
I
The
don't.
fiery, painful door.
She knows it's part of the ritual, and you'd have to. So, a couple of things. One, remember, you guys have ritual magic, so you can try and come up with a way to do this. You two have ritual magic. I think you do as well. Yeah.
Probably.
I'm not magic.
You are not. The other thing is, if it's all elemental based, you're probably guessing there's some more fire behind this one, just because of the heat that's roiling off.
I was gonna ask, are there any other types of elementals that...
There are the four:
Okay.
air, earth, water, and fire. Yes, Becca. I assume you had a question.
Yes, I do
And you
have
were
a
not just
question.
saying like this because it was easing
It
wrist
feels
or elbow
comfortable.
pain.
No, so... Oh, I'm very hesitant to ask this question, mainly because my
Do it.
rolls have been ones if it's not an attack. Opening the door to the water and the earth.
Yes,
Is there anything binding the water and earth in there, or would it naturally flow?
not that you can see. There was nothing that was
Okay.
binding the air and the fire elementals in the main room.
Right.
The room that you found.
Okay. We just ran in, and so they stayed in there.
Yes.
Okay. So if it flowed down,
If it flowed.
that's what I said. If it flowed down, it would hit this door and potentially cool it off,
Potentially, yes.
enough for us to get it open. Would it need to be somebody down below? Would they need to be strong or dexterous?
To open the door as the water's flowing down, it would definitely be a strength check.
Well, or even just to be down there so that once the water went past you, can open the door while it's cooled off.
You're guessing it's a strength check to open the door no matter what.
Okay.
So, can I go back up to the second door that I know is the earth and water?
Yes.
And can I cast Follow the Thread again to gain a flash of insight on the amount of self-aware to kind of, if the water will even flow?
You know that elementals are sort of the purest expression of these things. So fire elementals, they're going to burn.
Mhm.
Water elementals, they're going to flow downhill.
Flow's gonna flow. Okay, cool. I just
Rock
wanted
them,
to make
just
sure that after
stay.
all of this like grand scheming and we opened the door and just like Jello just stayed there, and I'd been like, well, that was anticlimactic.
Right.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Who's the strongest person here?
Not me.
You.
That's kind of what I figured. I mean, I only have a
What's your strength?
strength of 13.
15.
Oh.
So it's actually...
Oh,
you.
Vape is the strongest.
I am an
You're an Oxen warlord who is wearing leathers inscribed with the ruins of all of the towns she destroyed. My guess is Dave.
There's that.
That's pretty cool.
It's convenient
It's a
that
good
you
guess.
guessed after
Good
the answer's
guess.
provided to you, good sir.
That's all GMing is.
And she can breathe underwater, so it's a pretty safe
That
bet.
Yeah.
is very impressive.
My favorite thing is when like the players muse to ideas out loud and you had an idea, but then you're like, oh, I like that one better. We're gonna go with it.
Yeah. My guess is that's what Martin is doing. He's just trolling Game of Thrones forums, trying to figure out how to finish his story.
This has been a call out, Martin.
That's right. Babe, you are the strongest.
We're going to offer this up to you.
No, that's fine.
So, who is opening which doors, and where are the rest of you standing?
I'm going to open up the middle door.
The water and earth one.
Mm-hmm.
I will be behind you. They're going to be behind me.
They're up
Up
the stairs.
The stairs.
Wait,
Okay,
So I'm not opening
Wait,
any
but
doors.
I have some influence over the elements. Why shouldn't I be like down with her? Just
You are squishy and adorable.
You're right.
Because theoretically, you could control them
Door.
somewhat from up there, too.
All right.
Oh,
so Babe is
okay.
opening which door?
The bottom one.
All right.
The hot.
You are opening the top door.
He's opening the top door.
He is opening the
Sorry,
top door,
I thought that
and
was
the
me.
rest of you are standing above.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm between them and the elements.
So you
And
were
what is the
technically
order
here.
of events that you were attempting to have happen,
I'm gonna open the door,
hypothetically speaking?
jump out of the way.
Yep.
So I'm gonna be on the high side of the door,
Okay.
open it, and then run.
You gotta yell at me so I can grab it really quick and open it.
Yep.
So you are going to want to open it first. Because you cannot, because it's going to be very hard to open when there's water pushing against
I
it.
would agree with that.
But it's hot
it's-
though, right?
yeah.
So
how
probably
Before
gonna
we
take a
before
little
we do
damage.
this, I'm actually going to cast Boon of Destiny at Vave, so she'll get 2 d20s for whatever. I'm just anticipating all of the things. Also, I am going to do one of my talents, the bonds that bind us, and I'm going to give her a +5 to whatever check is about to occur. And
Keep my comments to myself. Poker face.
and our background is going to be she has been inspired by our combined teamwork, is reminiscent of the glory days.
Okay. So,
I think I've
as I
taken care
understand it,
of
I'm going
that.
to ask Vave for a strength check with all of those bonuses to open. Then Miles will be giving me the strength check.
Oh wait, I still
Oh,
shoot.
it's a strength
Nope,
check for me.
that's gone. Can't use it.
All right.
Never mind.
So, Vave, you head down the stairs. Is Sparky with you or not?
No, he's staying.
All right. So you get down in front of this bronze door, and the heat is just roiling off of it. You're going to scream up to Miles to open the door after you open your door.
Okay.
Is that the plan?
That is
think
I
the
do not want to
plan.
put actions in your mouths.
I think so.
All right, so it is going to be a strength plus background plus level check. You're going to get the background you're using is that one time that you and Trip did some awesome things.
Cool.
Our combined
So,
plus
teamwork
five.
is reminding you of your own personal glory days,
All right,
and you get 2.
you get 2.
Good thing. So,
+5.
+5.
Plus
Okay,
strength.
so-
Plus level.
21.
Ooh, that's strong.
All right, so
Now you know
Vave,
this about me.
you grab this thing,
You better
and
freaking
we
open
established
it.
that it was hot.
Yeah,
We thought it was hot, but my dice, they only rolled a 7. So you take 7 points of damage. You grab this. The rest of you smell burnt
Mutton.
mutton. And it smells so good.
It really, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
I'm probably salivating.
I'm
Sorry.
so sorry
Yeah.
between the two of us.
This-
Fine.
The mandibles come out.
Your little marling is like, we eat it now, yes?
No.
All right, so you start
that.
to open this thing up, and you're fighting against it, and finally it pulls free. As you step back, you see magma just starting to pour
Yeah,
out of
that's
this
on.
thing.
So that
And it's
was
starting
water.
to rise up into individual
Wait, Earth and fire?
mannish shapes.
You yell out.
Yeah. No!
Okay. All right.
This is your role. Now,
I
Now,
know.
what background are you using?
Oh, I
Uh,
didn't use my background.
I
You
was
did. That was
did
your
I?
bond. That was the
Oh,
plus
right,
one.
right.
I was hoping to use Rival Temple Infiltrator just because I always have to get indoors.
All right, Owl.
So I rolled a 24.
Nice. Yes. I was like super much regretting not casting Boon of Destiny.
I know.
You do.
That's
Yeah.
why I was trying not to say anything.
I was like, why aren't you casting it on me? Like,
really, Miles?
1 of 6 hits hit last time.
Well, so because I originally I can cast on 2 people if I had a focus, but your focus goes away when you're not in combat, so I could only cast it 1, and I didn't know if you would
Oh,
allow me
yeah.
to just
Does momentum go
Keep-
away as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You always start the fight without momentum unless there's some reason you would start with it. All right, so Miles, you pull the doors open, and they move really easily, and this silty river just kind of pours out, slams against the other side, and starts, running like a river down the stairs. You are the only one who sees what happens. One of the magma elementals kind of turns and looks at you, and then this rushing river that has other elementals in it that look to be composed of mud slams into this group, and the two of them start fighting, and steam just rises up. All of your hair, but you have no wrinkles.
Nice.
You guys see
Nice
this
little
you hear
steam
this hissing and this
Got
whistling
Botox.
from below, and you see this giant cloud of steam just kind of rise up past you. And as you kind of clear the mist from your goggles, you can see that when the two collided, they sort of negated each other, and so there's this sort of onyx statuaries of multiple elementals kind of in fights with things that are now just like crumbling to dust, like completely dried out earth. And it kind of all settles, and there's still that one that was looking at you, and you can see that its eyes are still shifting a little bit as they sort of solidify and look right at you.
I was gonna kind of punch it, but I don't know. Maybe
I would like to run down the stairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down the stairs since there's...
But you... Yeah. What are you going to do?
Oh, actually, I'm gonna go into the room
Is it
and
still
make sure things are broken.
You're gonna go break the stuff? Okay.
Is it still conscious?
It has completely solidified into obsidian.
You might not want to break it, because, maybe it'll get out. My thought.
But everything else is...
But an obsidian weapon would be nice.
True.
Just saying.
It's an interesting
I'm gonna look in the room first.
Okay, you see another thing much like what you've seen before, except in this room, and I'll get to your room here in a second, you can see slowly cooling in the center of the room seems to be a massive stone fist. And that's what's in the center circle that seem to be powering everything. And as it's cooling, you can see like the flames that are on each knuckle is inscribed with a different symbol that seems to have been lit up, and it's slowly cooling.
How big is it?
It seems like
Can I take it?
you can take it.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
You pick it up. When you say take it, do you mean I pick it up, or do you mean I put it on?
Ooh.
I'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
What's in my room?
A bunch of silt. But in the center of the circle, in the center of the room, there is a small crystalline cage, very small, you couldn't see it in the thing. And you can see that inside of this cage, there is a small, tiny figure wearing like little, almost like flower leaves as armor. Not like pauldrons out of leaves. And it's got a thorn that it has at its side. And it raises its visor and it says to you, "Sir, please release me!"
Of course.
Wait,
I was
can
really
go?
excited about taking it with me, so, it's fine.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk on in there and,
The rest of you guys going in there as well?
Oh, I'm
Yes.
going
well,
down to
she
her.
ran down the stairs.
Oh, you ran down
I
the
want to
stairs.
run down into his room because
Okay.
I probably know that guy.
I probably went into the silt room
Okay.
and just... It's good for skin.
Yeah.
Nice.
This has got true elemental air and water, or earth and water in it, so it's
from
like,
Varlin.
It's real
Yeah.
good for you.
that's right. You guys notice that both Trip and the Varling, like little blades of grass are growing out that like start to sprout. The Varling is not happy. It's not into skincare.
That's hilarious. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk over and go ahead and pick up the cage and let out
Wait, what if he's bad?
I am a knight of the Spell Queen, and I am no fiend or devil.
Anyways, I let it out. I say, "Hi, my name's Miles, and this is why. She might know you."
He bows to you. It bows to you.
Who trapped you?
Some great fiend. Some fiend I came here to slay. We heard word that the Legion of Scorpion was being released, and the Spell Queen sent me, her most
Tiny?
trusted knight.
All right. You
I
want
love
to
the
hang out with
spell
us? We're going to go take care of it now.
You know the spell, Queen.
Yes.
You're why? You're not that child that...
Yeah, she's the weird one.
The elemental child? From the contest?
Is this me?
I know your
Contest?
parents.
Well, shoot. I haven't seen those fools in forever.
I'm sure Orion.
There's so much teenage angst. Just
that was a lot.
like
Those
My
are my
Chemical
favorite
Romance album.
parents for sure,
Just
but that's pretty cool. We should be best friends. You want to come with us?
I would be glad to come with you. I'm Orion of the Forest. Sir Orion, hopefully soon.
Are you... You can get around by yourself? Do we need to carry you around?
Let me carry him.
How big is he? Okay, cool. Yeah. Do we need to carry you around?
He's a fairy.
I would not say no to be graced to ride around one of your shoulders. If not, and he kind of like jumps up a little bit, and you see like little fluttering wings. I can make my way around as necessary.
I think Y wants to carry you.
Oh, please. Please.
He will fly up and alight himself on your
Yes.
shoulder.
Oh my gosh. We could just chat all the time.
You come down the stairs, and you can definitely see Vave.
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay, so you see Vave as she puts it on. This stone gauntlet kind of shrink. Not so much shrinks because Vave is,
Huge.
Vave. Vave, you feel it sear a bit onto your skin, but then it just kind of moves around like a gauntlet made of stone, and you briefly get the image of another, like a matching gauntlet and a breastplate and a helm that has long curling stone horns.
All right, let's find it.
I'd like to
in.
run downstairs with my friend.
You just put it on. Are you okay?
I mean, it's stung a little, but, I'm good.
It fits.
It's pretty good.
Oh, I do
Cool.
want to try and break some stuff in that room.
Oh, you
too.
totally break it.
Okay,
Like, you don't even need to roll anymore. Like,
Cool.
you're like,
I'm-
no, I know how to break this. Clang.
Can
Yeah.
I check out the obsidian guy?
Yeah, there's a ton of them. There's like a dozen. You're probably really glad you didn't open this door.
I am really glad I didn't open this door.
Magma elementals.
Good job. Hey guys.
Can I?
Guys.
Do they in
Uh-huh.
each
I'm
room?
still
Do they
gonna
have
do
something
something
like
like
in the center?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go touch it with follow the thread and gain a little bit of information
Sure.
into the purpose behind the ritual?
And then when she's done, I'm going to break it.
They're the one-
It's done.
I mean, broken or not, I
That's
don't
right. He's gonna wreck it.
Gonna wreck it.
You can hit it with your fist.
Cool.
The elemental, each of these chambers acts as sort of a power source for the. You can see that you can feel that it's channeling all of its energy upward, but that the focus behind it, it's more amplifying energy from below. Something is going on in the bowels of this castle, and these are just links in a chain. You also get a feeling that they've been running for a while. So breaking them is helpful, but you get the feeling that like the tipping point may already have been reached.
So tipping point, you mean like by exposing the elementals or getting them out?
That whatever this thing is powering, it doesn't necessarily need the batteries anymore. Like they've been charged up. The ritual is merely whatever this is powering it's not on this part of the ramp up. It's kind of the wave has crested, and soon things are going to start going downhill.
Yeah, we should make that.
Wave has crest.
You should let us know. Then we should.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
There's nothing I can
she
do.
can't. She just starts clicking at you. The Varling starts clicking at you. The Varling is very angry that you don't seem to be understanding it, so it starts clicking louder and slower.
Yes.
Click! Click, click! Chitter!
I don't understand you. Translate.
I'm not there.
She's not there. It's the that Varling seems very aggressive, is what Orion says to you.
All right. We need to go find Colin. Thank you.
Let's go all the way downstairs.
For these obsidian creatures, would breaking one release it?
I could use my elemental knowledge to know.
I'm gonna
When you get down, you can.
go
yes.
down stairs.
are heading
Because I have
downstairs.
important
Yes.
info. I need to get to this one.
I as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow because I just want to know what the slow clicking means.
I would hope that my Varlane is still like on my shoulder, just going.
Yeah, you can hear like there's some definitely angry Varthan being spoken.
Yeah, as we,
You give me an intelligence. Do you have a background for elementalism?
Not for elementals. All
Yeah.
like
Failed experiment really wouldn't, or
escaped. Yeah, I mean it's either escaped experiment or assassin. I mean, in either of those, I've seen things, but that doesn't necessarily mean I would understand them.
Yeah. So give me just a straight intelligence plus level roll.
Sure. So far, all of my intelligence rolls have been ones. So
This is gonna be a
doing
20.
good, kid.
Yeah, no.
Law of
Hey!
averages.
That's 4 more than
7.
7. You're not sure.
Let's not risk it yet.
when do we arrive?
You guys. I mean, it's one flight of stairs. So.
Okay. As we were running down, I wanted to be complimenting Orion. That's his name.
Yeah.
On his armor. 'Cause it's very beautiful.
Thank you. I made it myself out of magical trees in the forest of Estelin.
I did the same with mine for magical rags, from which I found outside behind my house. Okay.
Totally the same thing.
All right, so you guys get down on this floor. You reunite. Yes.
What does this gauntlet do?
Are you asking it?
Yeah.
Because it definitely responds to you.
Sure. So cool.
I am the breaker. I am the destroyer.
Yes.
All who face us will know my wrath. Yet I am but one part of my master's work. If you find the rest of us, we will be invincible.
I'm gonna.
She seems to be talking to her hand.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
you crazy over there?
She's not, but that's not the weirdest thing she's done, so.
That's definitely not the weirdest.
Because
Okay,
everybody
so
talks
you
to
need
their
to,
hand.
you need to talk to her. You can give me a roll for elemental. I keep playing with these little firewalls. I really want to use them, and now I have no reason to.
Oh, I'm sorry. We
It's
just
okay. Someday.
I'm glad we got rid of all of your lava and fire.
No, that was like well done, guys. Like
13.
No.
they're
Colin's definitely
currently
understanding it and
inert.
going,
Like breaking them won't kill them, but it won't free them. If that makes sense. It's they're right now dormant. So
So maybe you could break it and get. Well, I want to be telling her this because she wants to break it, right? Maybe you could break it and then you get a magic sword out of it.
I really enjoy this because Colin is definitely standing in front of one of these obsidian things and is getting told one thing.
Yeah, one
by
side
Trip.
is chittering, the other side
Yeah.
is not.
do it.
Just break it.
Click,
do
click, click,
it.
click, click, and then click, 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 click.
I
Okay.
still don't understand.
Okay, time out. The Varling is telling you as slowly as it can
How about you tell me faster? Because it's really tried to tell me fast earlier, but it wasn't working.
that we're screwed. And Trip is telling us that the magical ritual has already gotten past the point of no return. We can't exactly stop it, but maybe we can reduce the effects.
Okay, let's make that happen then.
I really want to shatter one of these and pick up the pieces and possibly graft them onto
Yeah.
myself at some point in time.
You can do so with your new gauntlet.
Hulk smash.
Show me your power.
Might as well test it on something.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You punch the crap out of that obsidian
do.
statue and shatter it into hundreds, if not thousands, of pieces.
Is there
And
an
scoop
eye?
up a bunch.
Yeah, you
Can
definitely.
I keep the eye?
Sure.
I'm gonna scoop up some.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah.
vial.
All right, so you guys can all write
Dwarf
down
blood.
pieces of
An eye?
Yeah.
true
That's all I got.
earth or true obsidian, basically.
Yeah, I might as well snag some.
All right.
Can't hurt. Anyway.
Orion kind of floats down and selects a
I
shard.
was gonna.
Now he has 2 blades.
So cute.
That's awesome.
I'm keeping him forever.
Have you asked for his permission?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, onward.
I think that's called slavery.
Is like, whoa, time out. As someone who's kept somewhere without permission,
You guys should be best
I'm
friends
gonna
too.
I need
going.
each of you to roll
sure.
a d8, just real quick. And then what are you saying, Miles? You're heading further down?
I rolled an 8. Yeah, I want to see what's down.
All right.
Is this a 10?
That's a
9?
10. The D8 is the very diamond.
Can I? I got a 7.
Okay.
I as well got to 7.
3. All right. You find a piece that is long enough to use as a dagger. You'd have to fashion a hilt for it. You're kind of feeling like if you do, it might be magical.
Cool. I will write that down.
Do you need rags? I also have some. I'm just going to point it
All
out.
of them. Have them
Whoa.
into it.
Maybe keep the important ones on. I'll take some others.
Whoa!
Okay.
All right, so you're sneaking down.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
Can I talk to the gauntlet some more?
You will be able to,
But not right now.
but not right now.
Okay, cool.
It seems to it gave you that message, and the whole thing kind of faded a little
Okay.
bit. But it will count as a D10 weapon in melee combat.
Is that what would happen for me as well, or
The gauntlet?
no? Never mind.
Yeah.
I was asking about the dagger thing.
Oh, yeah. Also, by the way, never mind. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
All right, so you're sneaking down. What is this side of the table doing? I just want to know, and then I will get to you.
I'm following
Okay.
a little bit further behind, but I am trying to be silent or stealthy.
I'm
Are
sneaking.
you seeing you guys ahead quietly, and then the rest of the group follow me?
Where are we going?
Can
Down
I
to 6.
make?
Oh,
Can I
there's
just
more
look around the room and see if there's anything else in there?
Sure. Go for it.
Okay.
The cage, did you just leave it up there?
No, I definitely have it with me still. Do you want it? No, I'm not giving it to you.
That was just a side question. I want to just talk to Ryan and be like, so what do you know about this guy? Like, have you found anything out yet?
All right,
Yeah,
so you're
cages in my backpack.
All right, cages in your backpack. I need stealth rolls from you two. You're talking to Orion. You're talking to the gauntlet.
I'm gonna be real
I'm
honest.
not
I
stealthy.
was trying to draw a little face of Orion with a little hat on him,
Oh,
so I didn't hear.
so
Trip is
cute.
completely as you and the Varling are like. So no, you are going to fight the Great Raider. You will become.
Oh.
All flesh will pass through your mandibles.
I'm really glad I'm
Cool.
stealthing ahead and I'm not listening. Because I'd be like, whoa.
I'm very
So-
loudly stealthing ahead.
I'm just gonna casually ask my Varling. So, do you remember what the Great Drainer is?
Yes. Let me get.
I mean-
I now know what everyone's doing. What'd you get on your stealth checks?
A 9.
Ooh, you are nuts. You think you're stealthy.
No, I knew I
You
wasn't
are
stealthy.
humming your own theme song.
15.
Okay.
That movie has come out
I
twice
love that.
now.
So you guys stealth, as he's walking down that new obsidian sword is kind of like. You get to another bronze door, but this stairwell ends at a landing that then has two large stairs that kind of reach around the sides of the cavern walls. Okay, and they descend down to the floor, and you can see that on the floor below, with light rising up out of it, there's this hellish red light that's kind of rising up out of just over the edge of the balcony. You can hear chanting. There are several voices, but it's really seems to be more a call and response thing. As one of the voice that seems to be very resonant in the chamber, there are several other voices that kind of respond, and the light flares, and that energy that you saw kind of lancing around the circles, you can see a bolt sort of shoots up, passing past the edge of the balcony, all the way up through this tunnel that has been bored all the way up into the ceiling, and you can see it catches something and then it disperses it. So that's what you two see. Bronze door, landing, stairs, hellish red light, chanting.
Cool.
What do you want? You can ask one question of the gauntlet. What do you want to know?
Oh gosh, one question.
Oh, it's always one question.
We got 3 on our first thing.
And it wasn't even any better, I feel like.
Well, I mean, you're gonna get more time to talk to it, but you basically have you have time for one question.
Okay.
While she thinks. Never mind. She's good.
Where are the other pieces?
They were scattered in tombs throughout this land. They feared my master's power, so broke into his laboratory. His assistant betrayed him, slew him before all of the pieces could be fully assembled. They were hidden in vaults like this.
If you play enough Tanar,
Well,
you
my
know
lady,
what this is.
I received visions, we all did, of great evil growing in the east, and I fashioned Bloodthorn, my blade, from one of the trees of 9 woes in the center of Estelin. And I came here without permission, but I'm sure if I asked, she would have given me permission.
Yeah. She's very understanding.
She is. I mean, if you are agreeing with me, then I completely agree with you that she is. And, I forgot to do his voice. And, so, what I know of the Great Drainer is that... She asked what she knows about the Great... What do you know about the Great Drainer?
Yeah, it's Ryan. He's my little favorite soldier guy.
He... Or she...
I thought you were the
They wear a mask.
Maybe
Some
Scorpion?
sort of... sigil or focus of their power. He or she, again, this drainer, seeks to awaken a great army that was buried here long ago. What I do know is that even in Estelin, they still remember the Legion of the Scorpion, that it roamed through this land millennia ago, laying waste to everything. It followed a great general who sought to carve out of this world a place where she alone ruled, where her will was not just obeyed, but enacted. She sought to dominate, not just to rule. And it was only with the power of the gods, and some say that the Spell Queen, it was one of the last times that she strode forth with an army of wood elves and elementals at her side, to put down this legion and bind them beneath the mountain. And this is why the mountain was called the Broken Chains Mountain. For she and the rest of the Alliance freed people from the dominating will of the general whose name has been wiped from time.
Wow.
So what's the Great Trainer like? Oh man, they're the best.
I asked, do you remember... Did I say what they were like? Or did I say, do you remember what they were?
You said
Well,
There we
your
go.
Varling still starts off with how great the Great
Okay,
Trainer is.
that's
Like
fair.
blood and like just barely tepid meat been flowing through the mouths of the Varlings for weeks since they bored up from below from the deep dark. Don't really like being here because, the deep dark, dark. This place, kind of bright. Further up, really bright. Don't like it. But and what you discover about Varlings is when someone actually wants to talk to them, it's really hard to get them to stop just talking. So then, me and all of my my sackmates, we were all born together.
Yeah.
We hooked up with the Great Drainer about I don't know, like 90 cent
you
ago.
can just make really
And,
offensive clicking noises.
The Great Drainer, I think they're Droush. I think they're Droush. Their skin is pale, like the sweet, succulent meat of the fish that inhabit the underground lakes, or those really glowy plants that we're not supposed to eat. Have you ever eaten one of those? Sometimes
I'm not there.
the rest
He's there.
Who is there? It's just Trip.
Yeah,
So
can I
she's
go
just
down
gonna
there?
like
Yeah,
pat his little belly and be like, yes.
it kind of rolls up in all of his legs. Black nails his best nails. So it does warn you that the Great Drainer has mighty power.
Okay.
Like sometimes when it gets angry, shoots things out of its eyes, its eye holes, and it blasts things. Also, it drains. It drains really well.
And remind me what a drowge is.
They are the so drowge, Draju Senti are the elves that left the surface. So they're like drow, but in Tanar they have very, very pale. They've been living underground for millennia, so they have like very pale, almost porcelain-like skin, and their hair is a variety of different like phosphorescent colors.
Okay. All right. So inverse drow. Okay.
Inverse drow. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Neato. Yeah.
You're gonna kill your dragon, and then we will feast on the flesh of that one that smells so good.
So
Now with that gauntlet.
That and cheese ducks.
cheese ducks and rabbits. So we are going to attempt to kill the Great Drainer. But we're not eating the oxen.
I understand. It's a sacrament.
Yes.
We can eat it when it dies. It smells like it's nearly dead there too. You can just see like drool just out of that.
Not
almost
technically wrong.
It's only sort of dead.
only mostly dead. All right, so back down on the landing. What do you guys do?
I would like to hear what over.
Kind of beings are chanting?
So down there too?
Yeah.
You're not as sneaky as the rest of the group.
I mean, no.
Do you want to try and see how sneaky you are?
You still
Maybe
have.
I can send the little fairy guy down
I'd be okay with
You
that.
still
All right.
have. You still have.
As a warlord,
Destiny.
you've snuck into places
Right.
before. Yeah, Dex plus level plus warlord.
Oh, it's not even bad. She's probably fine.
22?
You're definitely not the least sneaky
Why is it that the rogue is not sneaky?
I don't
real-
know, but you know what?
real question.
Here's the thing. One of the mottos of Iconic is the dice tell a story, and
You've become the worst rogue, and it's amazing.
I really have. Like, I can't kill anything.
but you can open doors like a boss.
And you can die really, really well.
I do pass out really quick.
Everybody has
It's like
the vapors.
Ronald
All right,
Weasley.
so the three of you, don't worry. You guys kind of get to the edge. You sort of look over, and you can see in this island in the center of a lava flow.
Oh, great.
There are little bridges that arc to the center of this island. You can see that there is a person standing before an altar in dark robes with very pale hands that seem to kind of capture and reflect the light of the fire. And their back is towards you. You can also see that there are 4 other bar. They stand upright and they are moving their arms kind of in a very ritualistic fashion, and they have 2 sets of human arms and they have 2 sets of striker arms. And this altar, you can see there is the altar is kind of made of stone, and there's a fountain in the center of it that's kind of flowing out and pouring out, and above it, kind of riding on a cushion between the air, between the water and there's a gap between the water of the fountain and a flaming orb that is just sitting there. And you can see in this person's hand, there is a hammer that is the match to Darul's. And there are cracks running throughout the walls of this place.
Can I shoot him in the back of the head?
Well, this is where we're going to stop for tonight. And at the start of next session, you guys will be able to figure out what you want to do. And those of you who live, I mean, whatever you guys decide to do, this is the Great Drainer. You have made your way all the way through Van Sefan Keep to the bottom. That is where they stand. So thank you. First of all, thank you guys for playing. I love running this game for you. I love running 13th Age. I love all of your characters. This is one of the things I look forward most to in each week. And thank you for tuning in. This is Heroes at the Edge of Desolation, a 13th Age game put on by Iconic Production. these are our heroes. I am the GM, and we will see you all in a week.
We're all greatly drained.
Thank you. Thank you.